Well, the humidity still a factor on this fall afternoon, but no rain in the forecast. That's the good news as you look inside Everbank Stadium here in Jacksonville. As of this morning, summer officially over. It's time for autumn football, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Set. At 24. 29.
Looking to throw right away is Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They were terrific last week in the win over the Rams.
One thing you always look for when you're evaluating a defense, how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get? How about last week's game? The number was 6. Phenomenal performance.
Set.
Out of the gun, Watson. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
A first carry now for Jaleel McLaughlin. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Well, this defense for the Jaguars very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Set. At 59. 29. At 59. At 31. At 24. And
now Watson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Watson. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage. Unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Now it's Watson. And this is taken in at the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Greg Dulcich, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos will jump on top with the game's 1st score here this afternoon. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
Hey, Lion. Here we go.
Now ETN to start the drive. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So from the 37, here's 2nd and 3.
24.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Eluding the pressure right. And fights him off. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
As he came to the line of scrimmage, he knew he didn't need much to reset the chain, so when he saw the space he needed, no hesitation. He went to the marker and got his guys a 1st down.
Right. Hey, run.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's a
touchdown, Jaguars. Gabriel Davis, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. To throw is Watson. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A huge play there for Denver. And even 40 yards. A shotgun snap for Watson. He finds his man. Complete. It's McLaughlin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
On the handoff, McLaughlin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. The give is to McLaughlin. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here's McLaughlin. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try the air now with Watson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
They'll run. It's McLaughlin. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Lutz will look to add the extra point. It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Brian Thomas, 81 yards. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. And Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's the only way to put it in there, and that's what we got on that one. Nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically...
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the Jags are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times, so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start.
Here's Lawrence to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Route. Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 14-14.
Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Red on red.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars at 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8.
Hey. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. Throw out wide is incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Lion.
Now Lawrence. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Makes it 24. Here we go.
Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Hey, Ron.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
13, Luke.
Lawrence. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
That's a beautiful read there by the safety. It's zone coverage, so he's just going to sit back and watch. He knows he can't get beat deep because he has the end line to protect him. So he can react to everything in front of him, and he makes a great break on the football and comes down with the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember, last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Same connection, Dulcich once again. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Here's Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Deshaun Watson with his 3rd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Broncos have moved out in front. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, an interception's result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield, across the 45 before going out. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Etienne once more. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7.
Hey, easy. Ralph.
Lawrence will throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. And Kirk is going to have the Jaguars first down as he'll get this down to the 32. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Rip, 23. There we go.
Etienne up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
He'll drop this one off with Etienne. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Here we go,
They'll run with Etienne. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2.
30 left.
And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Christian Kirk, a 24-yard touchdown.
And the Jags are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
And they've got just under 50 seconds, so time enough to try to work their way downfield if they so choose.
From the gun, here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McLaughlin. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Back to throw, Watson. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson.
The toss here completed to Pittman.
Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And the Jags, Charles, I think they're in the dime here.
Covering a lot of field.
To the air yet again, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
We'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout taken.
Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Hey, Lion. Silver.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the first half very even. I mean, really, in all. As we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one, and we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10.
Hey, run.
Here's Lawrence. And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Right, let's go. Hey, kill. Red.
From the 44, Lawrence looking long for Thomas. And he's got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Jaguars. Brian Thomas. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. But Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good second half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the second half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looks like. They believe they've got a good offense as well. Run the best plays you've got to the top performers you have and try and move that ball down the field for an answering score.
From the 44-yard line, here's second down and 7.
And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Second and 7. Now Watson. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. Now it's Watson.
Out of his hands quickly to Pittman.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Carry from McLaughlin.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? They're going to look to throw.
Throw to the right, caught by Dulcich.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score.
Greg Dulcich.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Broncos are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are all tied at 28.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And these two teams have traded touchdowns so far with their first possessions here in the third quarter, so we're right back to where we started at intermission.
Yeah, how about that? Tied at the half, tied after the first two drives of the third quarter, one for each. That tells me that someone's defense has got to step up and make a big play and try and change the momentum of this game.
Hey, easy. Route. Go. Let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
He's got some space.
Here we go.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
11.
On first down, right back to ETN. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Open man downfield is Davis. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Gabriel Davis with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Jaguars have moved out in front.
I know we often laugh and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Point after try forthcoming. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Watson now to throw. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. So they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To throw is Watson. That's taken in by Dulcich. Into space at the 45. And he'll finally be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run because we envision them in offenses, catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup.
back to throw now on first down.
And that's going to be caught by Sutton.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 51 yards.
And the Broncos have a chance to tie the ball game here in the final minute of the third.
As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience,
fighting through, and he's got space. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. John Franklin Myers, the one in there to drop him.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish.
You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Take right open. Silver.
Now Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
That'll go for a gain of 7. And 3rd and 8 now.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
11. Silver.
Lawrence. That is caught. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
Let's go.
A handoff for Etienne.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Hey, go.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Third down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Here's Watson. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Here's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sand.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there because they've been run ragged throughout.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade and the Jaguars are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Another important fourth-quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Hey, here we go.
Here's a give to Etienne. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 76 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a first down. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And the Jags are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold him to 3 to keep this a one-score game. Okay, line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Take right open. Here we go. Hey, 2 for the police at 24.
Etienne is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Throwing now, Lawrence. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
A 25-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
I 31. You're set. I 24.
Watson to throw. He's got Smith-Schuster, and he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. To throw, Watson. That's into the hands of McLaughlin. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. They'll come up now, 2nd and 9. Here's Watson. And he'll find Sutton on the right side, complete. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Watson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout. Now Watson. And this one complete again to Mims. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
Down, he's coming.
Watson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
Here we go. First and goal.
Set. 54. At 25. At 24.
Now Watson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now.
Set.
Now it's Watson. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And the Jags have just about sewn up this football game. So a good drive with a bad ending, Charles. They move it down the field well. Cannot finish it off, though, as it's intercepted in the end zone.
Deflating, that has got to be the word here because they were sharp in moving it down the field. But sometimes you start thinking like a touchdown is a given. And it doesn't always work out that way as we saw there.
They've got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in the